Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Dawn of Embracing Dawn and this is a message for Scorpio during Pisces season. So we're going to start with a card, and I've combined a couple of decks here that seem to align with each other, and let's see what message comes out as your focus for the next few weeks. We've just come Mercury direct, so all of our planets are direct right now, which is good. They're all moving forward. If you've had any glitches in communication lately, anything like that, that's going to settle and things will start to move more smoothly for you soon. And we've got this beautiful Pisces season coming in, and that leads us toward the equinox, you know, where we've got the equal day, equal night, and we're heading towards spring and the solstice. So it's exciting. So we have becoming. Let's see what that's all about. So that is that can be multiple things. You know, we'll draw the cards, Scorpio, to see how it connects, but becoming on a spiritual level is all about, you know, coming into an awareness, coming into your own, so to speak. Sorry, my cord is bothering me. But it could be about anything, you know, so let's just shuffle the cards and see what comes up. We're going to draw from Psychic Tarot first, and then a little bit of Romance Tarot, because we've got, you know, Venus playing a part with Pisces in the Pisces cycle. That's around romance and love, of course. But let's see if we've got any cards that want to be included in the reading before we cut. They're a big deck here. Okay. All right. That seems to be the only one. So let's draw. We will cut the deck and get this one out of the way. So I'm going to draw 4 passes because we've got approximately 4 weeks in the cycle. And then it leads sort of to the timeline, Scorpio, you know, where you're moving across those weeks. Of course, it's general, you know, because time is sort of, it's this fluid thing, and things may not line up week by week. But let's pull some of the Romance Tarots, see if anything wants to come out for Scorpio during our Pisces season, and then we'll get started with the reading. It's interesting this happens. I don't often get pop-outs with Scorpio. You know, there's certain signs where things really fly, and then there's other times where they don't. They just prefer to be, drawn. So we'll do that. Okay. All right. So we're going to get started here. So Scorpio, you do have a little bit of water energy in here. Not too much, though, I've got to say. You've got some emotional connectivity here, so we do have some water. We've got some major arcana, but not as much as other signs. This pass has really been heavy with major arcana. This one, not so much. So this might not be connected to big life events necessarily. It may just be sort of a slow burn, a build. But let's take a look at this. It's very interesting. You've got 2 cards here. We start out, the only one that popped out was Heartache and Loss, number 3. So this border is all around the emotions, the mental body. So this would be like the 3 of Swords, I would suspect, because the Swords is the mental body in a regular tarot, and this blue indigo border is about mental thought forms. So somewhere there's been heartache and loss for you, maybe somewhat recently, coming into this cycle, and you've experienced this 10 of Wands, roses, 10 of Roses stress. So this could be connected to relationship, or this could be connected just within yourself, you know. But you've experienced what you feel is a loss, and it's felt like a very heavy burden. You've been very stressed out lately. For those of you that are connecting into this, Scorpio, it's felt very heavy. That 10 of Roses, 10 of Wands energy is very heavy energy. It's very it's literally stressful. You know, it feels like you've got a big weight on your shoulders that you've been dealing with. And with this loss here and heartache, those two are connected, of course, to each other in some way. But you've got this beautiful major arcana coming on top here, and it's the only one. And it is the universe. So that would be the world. So it's beautiful. You've got this support. So perhaps it is with this card of becoming. You know, you've had to move through and experience this breakthrough, I choose to call them. You know, you're experiencing this breakthrough so that your life can really open up for you. You know, whatever this pertains to, it could be a long-standing thing that you've been dealing with, struggling with, facing or not facing for a long time. And this becoming with the universe here, this is the last major arcana. This is the world. This is beautiful. Everything is achieved. Everything is in abundance. Everything's integrated, accomplished, and it's fulfilled, right? So this is bringing you to a place of fulfillment, although it feels, and again, in here, there's some work to do. There's definitely a lot of ups and downs emotionally, Scorpio. So coming into the next pass here, we've got choose wisely. So you've got your 7 here, and you see all of these different directions, and the green is around emotions. So that would be your 7 of Cups type energy if we were to compare it. And the 7 of Cups is all about, that's all about direction change. So you're shifting your direction. Sorry, I'm shifting all my cards over here. You're shifting your direction with this 7, and I just want to see if there's another 7 repeating, and there's not. Okay. So this is leading you to a new space where you have new choices in whatever your situation is. You're going to be presented with some choices here. Shift in direction, and you're being shown by this card, you know, that you have new opportunities that are going to be very fulfilling for you as you move through this process, this emotional process, and you'll need to measure your choices, you know, and literally choose wisely, as it says. But you have a beautiful card here, number 6, material and spiritual prosperity. And I don't see another 6 coming up in here. So this would be like a Pentacles energy. And this is combining your material and your spiritual. So you're going through some kind of integration, Scorpio, within this next Pisces cycle, where you're integrating the way that you move in the physical world and how you manifest things in the physical world with your spiritual self. You know, so becoming, again, that connects in with that integration of combining your instinct, your intuition, your heart space with, you know what you know, what you know, and that brings things into your manifestation when you have that higher vibration. And then you've got this beautiful little Princess of Roses here, the adventurer. So this would be the fire energy. Roses is a fire energy. So that would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So you might have a feminine or someone that very much exudes feminine energy, which would represent this princess here. And she could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or the person could be. This is the adventurer. So this is all about that newly inspired, excited about life. You know, you're excited about work, you're reinvigorated. So something is coming in that's shifting into a new space where you're reinvigorated again, where you're excited again. And this could be on a personal level, this could be on a work level with this character, but it's definitely all about adventure, you know, stepping out, getting out of your comfort zone, so to speak. So moving on here, this psychic deck has chakra cards that are very important because they guide us to parts of our systems that are perhaps out of balance or need more focus. And we've got the number 2 here, sacral chakra. So the sacral chakra is down in the pelvic area, the lower back area. that's our relationship with money, our sensuality, our sexuality, our one-on-one relationships with things, so our individual relationship with other. Whereas the root chakra is the foundation, and I say that because that's coming up as well. You've got both here. So you're dealing with the lower energy body, the lower emotional body is going through a shift here. So you're realigning your relationships in terms of how you perceive them with yourself. So this could be your relationship with money is shifting or needs to shift. This could be your relationship individually with others needs to shift. It could also be where you are releasing energy because you've got this emotional, this loss here at the beginning. It's not a loss. Let me get it right. Yes, it is. Heartache and loss. And then on top of that over here, you've got the Eight of Shells energy, which is sacrifice. So you're feeling like you've had to sacrifice something in order to move through the world in recent time, you know? And that feeling of sacrificing something, whether that be in work or love or self-love, that's affected your sacral chakra. That's affected your primary relationships and your sense of self, perhaps your sexuality, your sensuality, of how you perceive yourself that way and you move through the world. There's two cards here that indicate that there's definitely some emotional feeling of loss here. Like sacrifice implies loss, you know. And you've also got the other card, which was that 10, that heaviness and that stress. So you're experiencing moments of maybe ups and downs as well, because it's coming through sort of each week, so to speak, in the cycle here. But again, this leads to this beautiful triumphant success. Like the universe, these cards just keep coming up with, yes, there's things to look at here. This is where the focus is, but you're evolving into something bigger, better, stronger, right? It's a new version of you. And you're doing the work, and the work is somewhat painful for you, and it's connected with that deep-seated emotional body stuff, which is dense. You know, that's very dense. The more you move up through the chakras, that's that higher energy, that higher frequency, lighter body, and things are much easier for us to connect. But it's very important that we clear that lowering chakra body as we move through life. We clear those old programs, we clear those old triggers, we clear those old traumas just by doing the work, by looking at it, by allowing ourselves the grace of looking at the hard stuff without beating ourselves up, without judgment. You know, those things are in the past. Unfortunately, with our programs as humans, sometimes, often, we are controlled by that with the ego, where it brings it back up for us. Oh yeah, look at that. See what you did there? Yeah, you're doing that again. Or you're not worthy, or you can't do that. Like all this negative self-talk stuff, you know, that's the ego mind, but that's connected into your lower, you know, your lower chakras as well. So this becoming to me is that you are evolving out of this and you're coming into a new space. And this could be around, let's just see, yeah, this could be around something to do that's work related, or your sense of where you belong with your workspace, your sense of whether the work that you're doing serves you, because coming up in here, you've got this number, another number 8, and this is the trapped in fear. So this is mental body again. This is the emotion. This is the mind. This is not the emotion. This is that card where you're stuck and you feel frozen and you can't move. So each week you've got stuff that's coming up here, or as the cycle moves through, you've got stuff that's coming up here, Scorpio, that, you know, you've got old triggers, you've got mirror things, that events or things spoken or memories that are triggered, things that happen that are coming up, or maybe they have already come up and you're working through them. And at some point, you know, it has paralyzed you. It has left you feeling very stressed out. You know, you've really felt sort of less than on some level, and it's been emotionally very difficult for you. But, you know, this is allowing you to set a firm foundation here, because we have number 4, and this would be in the material world. This is the physical. So you're not only setting, and this is focusing down on that root sacral chakra. The red is root, you know, so this is indicating your root chakra connection. That's your connection to tribe, to groups, to the universe, to systems. You know, it's what you inherit from your lineage, but it's also what you've sort of been taught or indoctrinated into. So, you know, if by chance you follow a particular religion, you may have been taught that religion young. That's a root chakra thing. You know, your tribe of people, you know, your family units, that kind of thing. That's a root chakra thing. That's your connection to groups. It's also your connection to Earth, Mother Earth. So you're establishing, by working with your sacral and your root chakra, you're establishing a new firm foundation for yourself, which has got beautiful things here with the universe coming up. And you've got other positive cards here that are saying, this is a beautiful, beautiful process. It may not feel like it, because when we do the work, sometimes, Scorpio, it kind of sucks, right? And I get that. I experienced that myself when I moved through shadow work. I welcome the shadow work. I welcome looking at the stuff and having the opportunity to transmute it, and heal that and release what doesn't serve. But it's a process, you know, and sometimes it brings up pain, and we can sit with that pain without identifying with it. We get to a place where we can do that. And when we can do that, that helps to eliminate the suffering piece of it. We don't have to suffer, you know, we can witness the pain, we can see it and honor it, you know, and heal the inner child. But we don't have to relive it on loop, like we're going through it over and over and over again, you know. And I'm getting a bit of fire here, so that may be the message of all of this, is your ability to release and move through this process. And if you need support, get support from others, definitely. You know, have somebody hold the space, have someone that you trust that you can, you know, you can work with, journal for yourself, anything like that, any tools that you can use, you know, videos that you can look up for affirmations or support when moving through these kinds of things. And then to end the past but not the reading, we've got the 3 of Gems, which would be the 3 of Pentacles and work. So this is about cooperation, teamwork, planning. So this indicates to me that you're going to be working with others. You're going to be working with others in this process. You've got lots of support in coming into this new elevation. You've got lots of people that want to help you with your, there's too many there, with establishing this new firm foundation. You may be connecting in with people with this sacral chakra, with these one-on-one relationships. You may be healing some of those as you move through this process. And that's a beautiful thing. You know, it's always a beautiful thing. So let's just get one more card, and please, if you can, go to the description below and click like and subscribe so I can stay connected with you and grow and share with others as well. I would really appreciate that. All right, so again, no cards popping up. It's so interesting how it works to me. Okay, surrender resentments. All right, Scorpio. So holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. So it's time to let some stuff go, right? It's time to let some things go here. And if you are hanging on to that lowering vibration of resenting people, you know, for situations of the past, for things that have occurred and have gone, it's time to release that. It's time to let that energy go with those light, you know, the sacral and the root chakras, reestablishing that firm foundation and reestablishing your voice here in a whole new way, because you're shifting into something that's quite lovely. You know, but you've got a little bit of work to do. There's a little bit of work to do in that. All right, Scorpio, so this is your Pisces season reading. I hope that everyone does well and things unfold as smoothly as possible. And remember, please, to live big and shine your light bright. Until next time.